Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing good. So here with this video, we're going to start our series of literary term A to Z. If you want to cover the all the important concepts which are important from your English literature competitive examination perspective, covering the literary terms is the best way. It covers all your important literary topics and concept, not merely literature, but the theory, criticism, culture studies, language, just everything it covers. It has a very broad reach, right? It covers all the crucial topics, and that's the reason I have started this series for you. All right, so let's start with the absurdism. If anyone watching me for the very first time, my name is Bhupesh Sharma. I have qualified my JRF and assistant professor commission exam, which was conducted by Himachal Pradesh College Cadre. So that's enough, I think, for the very first day. Later on, we will discuss the other things. Okay. Absurdism, the very first term we have here. Okay. So, absurdism is a literary movement. Absurdism, a philosophical concept which talks about the meaninglessness of human life. Absurd literature में भी सेम चीज को कन्वे किया जाता है, बताया जाता है. This literature is very incomprehensible. The first act has no connection with the second. What dialogues are saying, it does not make any sense. वो भी उसी यूजलेसनेस को रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं. एंड वी नो दैट द लिटरेचर इज द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ द सोसाइटी. इट मिरर्स द सोसाइटी. सो ऑब्वियसली उसी चीज को यहाँ पे भी बताया जाएगा. राइट. नाउ इट्स स्टेटमेंट्स, its keywords are very important, so we're going to cover this entire this movement and this term here. So make sure you watch this video till the very end. Whether you are preparing for your set examination, whether you are preparing for your CUT or GATE, these videos going to help you immensely. So आप अपना subscribe कर लो and keep watching and stay connected with my professor. Note, this term, this movement has its roots in the expressionism and the surrealism. Now, both of these movements started in the Europe in art, primarily in the paintings में. ठीक है. Expressionism talks about your internal feelings, that how you feeling inside, right? And the surrealism was bit of unconsciousness, जो human mind की जो unconsciousness है ना, उसको portray करता था. ठीक है. We will cover them in the more depth when we will reach to these alphabets. E पे हमारा expressionism आएगा and S पे हमारा surrealism आएगा, and this is a series A to Z. So we're going to cover every single important concept here. So in the works of Franz Kafka and the trial of the metamorphosis, these are the two very important work. So in these works, we also see the reflection of this movement, right, of absurdism. Right? He also talk about the absurdity in the human life. Who? Franz Kafka. तो मैं आपको यहाँ पे एक टास्क भी दूंगा दैट बोथ ऑफ दीज नॉवेल्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो मेक श्योर करें कि हम जब अपना नेक्स्ट वीडियो डालें, आप आज शाम को इनका जो समरी है, मेक श्योर यू गो थ्रू इट. दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नॉवेल्स. फ्रंट जो मूवमेंट है, इट हैज इट्स इमर्जेंस इन दी फ्रांस आफ्टर द वर्ल्ड वॉर टू. Prior to this, humans were the center. Humans were the center, and we believe in that living the life with the rationality will get us to our destination, our goals, our aim, जो हम लाइफ में पाना चाहते हैं. हम उसी स्ट्रक्चर को फॉलो करते रहे. But the moment they saw these humans now have become thirsty for the blood of the another human, their faith, their belief, everything shattered down, and they became rebellious against all of these convention, and they start following their own path, the path of absurdity, where man is divorced from life, and similarly the actor is now divorced from the setting. दो चीजों के बीच कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है, क्योंकि लाइफ इज मीनिंगलेस, पर्पसलेस. देयर इज नो बडी यू कैन शो योर फेथ, लीव एंड ट्रस्ट इन. सो कहां पे इसका इमर्जेंस हुआ है? फ्रांस में, आफ्टर वर्ल्ड वॉर टू. ये चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है, इस तरीके के क्वेश्चन हमारे एग्जाम में बनते हैं. राइट. सो देन देयर इज अ व्हाट, देयर इज अ रिबेलियन अगेंस्ट द कन्वेंशन, बिलीव्स, वैल्यूज, कल्चर एंड लिटरेचर. आप लोग तो अभी तक कह रहे थे कि आप इन वैल्यूज को, बिलीव्स को फॉलो करो, इट विल लीड अस टू अ बेटर वर्ल्ड. नाउ सी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, पीपल आर फाइटिंग. For what? Traditionally assumed that human beings are fairly rational creatures. ह्यूमनिज्म का कॉन्सेप्ट हमने पढ़ना शुरू किया था एलिजाबेथन एज में, ठीक है? So since then it is believed that humans are the most beautiful creation of God. But now that belief, that faith has turned around. Now this अभी तक ये जो faith था, belief था, उसमें अब shift आ गया है. As I said, that they start they start going against these conventions in 1940s with the existential philosophy, where your Jean Paul Sartre and the Albert Camus, they talk about the human life, the purposelessness in it, the meaninglessness in human life, that there is a no purpose, right? We are cast on the alien universe and we are isolated, and our life does not make any sense. It does not have any inherent truth. Life का कोई मीनिंग नहीं है. एग्जिस्टेंशियलिज्म के बारे में, एग्जिस्टेंस के बारे में कि हमारा एग्जिस्टेंस है क्या, व्हाई डू वी एग्जिस्ट, एंड these are the statements he has given in his work called the Myth of Sisyphus, 1942. You know, where the Sisyphus, who is punished to drag this toddler, this big rock up to the mountain, and then all he has to do is drop it down, right? It will roll down again, and then again he has to bring it up, and this is the task he is doing, and it is a nonsense task. It doesn't make any sense. It is senseless. You are taking something up just to roll it down, and why you are taking it up at the first place, right? So it shows the absurdity of the human life. The struggle is enough to keep the humans happy. कि हम अपना स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं, एट द एंड उसका कोई कंक्लूजन निकले चाहे ना निकले, राइट? सो इट शोज द एब्सर्डिटी ऑफ ह्यूमन लाइफ. 1942 में ये आपका वर्क जो है क्या है, पब्लिश हुआ था. दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डेट टू कीप इन माइंड हियर. ऑलराइट, नाउ अभी तो ये बात हुई हमारी फिलोसफी की, और इन जनरल में हमने इस मूवमेंट को देखा कि कहां से शुरू हुआ, ठीक है? नाउ द अनदर मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग टू कीप हियर इन माइंड, now the other important thing to mention here, that how this came into drama in the realm of literature. Till now it is being discussed as a movement and as a philosophy, but it came in the realm of literature, in the realm of drama, in the 1960s with this essay called The Theatre of Absurd, which was published by the Martin Esslin. And here he talk about the authors who were the part of it, the playwrights. That is your Eugene Ionesco, who is famously known for his work called The Bald Soprano, 1949, The Lesson, 1951, Rhinoceros. He has written one important work here, The Chair, as well. Okay? Right? So these four works of Eugene Ionesco are very, very important. Right? और इनके समरीज भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. इफ यू आर कंफ्यूज के सर इतने सारे समरीज पढ़ने हैं, इतने सारे राइटर्स कवर करने हैं, सो फ्रॉम वेयर वी कैन डू दैम. So let me tell you, my professor note provides you study material, live and recorded classes, mock test series, mentorship. Everything is available. You simply have to be consistent and disciplined, and for that, I'll also be motivating you every single day on WhatsApp. Right? You can contact me with this. Here's a number. So through this number, you can contact me on WhatsApp, and your app link is also given below in the description box. तो वहाँ पे आपको उसका लिंक भी मिल जाएगा. And there's also the contact number is mentioned. इसके थ्रू आप contact कर सकते हो to get access to all of these courses, right? So now let's get back to the topic. All right. So beside this, Samuel Beckett. Now all the important writers are important, right? Their time period is important. Samuel Beckett, date of birth is important. जितने भी आपके major writers हैं, their time period and their major works publication dates are very important. You must be confused, some of you, कि सर हमें कौन से work का और कौन से writer का हमें जो है date याद करने हैं. Like what are the works and the books for like whose dates we have to remember? The major works of the major writers. their works publication dates are important, and their time period of those authors are important too, right? Waiting for Godot is an important work, so 1945 इसका डेट आपको याद होना चाहिए. एंड गेम अगेन important work, इसका भी आपने याद रखना है. Besides this, he has written the Crab's Tape. Crab's Tape is the another work that which is written by the Samuel Beckett. ठीक है? You can search it simply. The Samuel Beckett's important work. आपको लिस्ट उसकी यहाँ पे मिल जाएगी. And if you will be referring to the study material which I provide to you, so ये सारे works आपको वहाँ पे एक जगह मिल जाएंगे. ठीक है? Now, Arthur Adamov is the another writer which Martin Esslin has mentioned here. He also talk about the Jean Genet, Tom Stoppard. He also talk about the Harold Pinter. Harold Pinter's birthday party. He talk about that is also you know the one of the play which is covered under the Wizard Theatre. तो आई होप आपने उस प्ले को पढ़ा होगा. द बर्थडे पार्टी एक बहुत फेमस प्ले है बाय द हेरोल्ड पिंटर. सो वो भी यहाँ पे जो है हमारा इसी आपके एब्सर्डिज्म की जो मूवमेंट है इसके अंदर कवर होता है. Now, Jane Jennett is another writer. Then we have the your Stoppard. His Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead 1966. इसका डेट publication का important है. Now we have the Travesties 1974. Its publication date is equally important. Now अब आते हैं हम ड्रामा पे. अब आते हैं हम यहाँ ड्रामा पे. सॉरी या अभी तक हमने वी टॉक अबाउट के एज अ मूवमेंट इसमें ये चीजें हुई कि आपका आफ्टर आफ्टर वर्ल्ड वॉर टू शुरू हुआ है. एब्सर्डिज्म, वी टॉक अबाउट फिलोसफी, टॉक अबाउट द मीनिंगलेसनेस. बट ऑन स्टेज व्हाट आर द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स वी नीड टू नो अबाउट द विज़र्ड थिएटर. यहाँ पे जो आपका प्ले है, ठीक है, दे फोकस नॉट ऑन योर लॉजिकल एक्ट्स. इट हैज नो सीक्वेंस, इट क्रिएट्स नो सेंस, इट्स इंटायरली मीनिंगलेसनेस. क्योंकि इसका ओरिजिन ही ये एमिनेट ही ये कहां से हो रहा है? मीनिंगलेसनेस ऑफ लाइफ, द कंप्लीट डेविस्टेशन आफ्टर द वर्ल्ड वॉर टू. तो आप समझ सकते हो कि वो लाइक व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द लाइफ. कोई सेंस क्रिएट लाइक कोई भी चीज कर ही नहीं रही है. रियलिस्टिक occurrences or traditional characters development, they focus on the human beings who are trapped in an incomprehensible world, right? यहाँ पे वो लॉजिकल नहीं है, वो किसी रियलिस्टिक जो चीजें होती है लाइफ में, दे आर नॉट फोकस ऑन दैट. दे आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द ट्रेडिशनल कैरेक्टर्स डेवलपमेंट जहाँ पे एक चीज दूसरे से रिलेट करती है, राइट? वेयर देयर इज अ चेंज इज हैपनिंग इन योर लाइफ. नो, ये आपके जो मोस्टली जो कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं, दे आर फ्लैट कैरेक्टर्स. देखिए, थ्रू आउट देयर लाइफ दे आर सेम फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग टू द वेरी एंड, क्योंकि लाइफ में कोई पर्पस ही नहीं है, राइट? हाउ डू वी ब्रिंग चेंज इन अवर लाइफ? आप अपनी लाइफ में चेंज क्यों लाओगे? बिकॉज यू वांट टू डू समथिंग. व्हाई? बिकॉज यू हैव अ पर्पस, यू हैव अ एम. यहाँ पे वो एम है ही नहीं, राइट? दैट्स द थिंग. क्या है? इलॉजिकल है, इनकॉम्प्रिहेंसिबल है, and there is an inadequacy of language to form a meaningful human connection. So you find that these characters, woman, couple, they don't have that intimacy, right? Why? Because they don't have the adequate language to express themselves, to express their thought, to express their emotion. And because of what, it is never like possible to form that bonding between two people, right? That's the thing. Now, Martin Esslin says that that absurdism is the inevitable devaluation of the ideals, purity, and purpose. Now, you must be thinking, sir, हम एक एक वर्ड को ऐसे क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं? Because इन वर्ड से ये आपके keywords की तरह हैं, right? There, the statements-based questions are asked in the paper. They will ask you, they will give you the statements. They will have written that in the absurdism there is the inadequacy of the language to form the meaningful human connections. Such as statements will be given, and you have to pick the right one and wrong ones, right? That's why I have mentioned these details here. All right, so that's very important. Now, what else he said? Absurdist drama asks its viewer to draw their own conclusion. Waiting for Godot mein, we all were like, they are waiting for God. Samuel Beckett, in one of his interviews, said that if I knew who is the Godot, I have put it there. So himself, he has no idea, right? Who is Godot? Who they are waiting for? That's why I have written that play. Because, your play is the portrayal of the idea of the director, the idea of the author, the playwright. जो कहानी है, it is being told by the author, the writer. Because whatever they are going through, this is what they are showing in that play. So it's very obvious. If it was clear for him, so he would have definitely put it there. But we do not know कि life में हम किसका wait कर रहे हैं, हम क्यों कर रहे हैं, हम क्या कर रहे हैं. So we are left to draw our own conclusions, right? That's the thing here. Now, beside this, he makes a distinction between the dictionary meaning of the absurd and the absurd which is used in terms of drama, right? So, as a dictionary meaning, the absurd means out of harmony in the musical sense. ठीक है, क्या है? आउट ऑफ हार्मनी है, चीजें हार्मोनियस नहीं है, दे आर नॉट ब्लेंडेड वेल. ठीक है, सो डिफरेंट है, एक दूसरे से डिवोर्स्ड है. नाउ इन टर्म्स ऑफ द theatrical use of this absurd word, absurd is that which is devoid of purpose, cut off from his religious, metaphysical, and transcendental roots. Man is lost. All his action becomes senseless, absurd, and useless. तो आपके लिए senseless, मीनिंगलेसनेस, यूजलेस, ये कुछ ऐसे कीवर्ड्स हैं. ठीक है, ये जहां भी स्टेटमेंट्स में आपको मिलेंगे, यू विल इजीली पिक द राइट आंसर. हमारे लिए सॉर्टेड हो गया कि क्या चीज है absurdism, right? So now let's come to the questions which are being asked from the absurdism. The philosophical attitude pervading much of modern literature. So with which one of these characteristics here do you find our modern literature is infused with? जिस चीज से वो बिल्कुल you know भरा पड़ा है. Absurdism, Dadaism, Imagism, and Surrealism. It's very easy for you to pick the one since we are talking about the absurdism here. Right? So absurdism is the right answer. So this is the kind of questions we are being asked. Another question. Albert Camus, in his essay *The Myth of Sisyphus*. Now, I will not answer its. I will not answer this question. You have to write its answer in the comment section below. Right? Concept of naturalism it talks about. Absurdity of human existence it talks about. Futility of all human endeavor it talk about, or the concept of existentialism. You have to give the right answer. Okay, I'm moving to the another question here. Name the dramas which fall within the category of the theater of the absurd. ये भी मैंने आप लोगों को बताया था, but आप लोगों के लिए मैं एक चीज यहाँ पे छोड़ूंगा. This is something you have to do. We know that the birthday party is the one which comes under the category of the theater of absurd. We discussed the end game there with the Samuel Beckett. Rhinoceros I discussed in the Eugene Ionesco. इनके publication dates, इनके summaries, इस work के summaries भी important है. ठीक है, अगेन आई सेड कि आप गूगल पे, आप लिट चार्ट से, विकिपीडिया से इन सभी चीजों को कवर कर सकते हो, बट द स्टडी मटेरियल ऑब्वियसली विल हेल्प यू इमेंसली, क्योंकि वहां पे आपको सारी चीजें एक जगह मिल जाती हैं. राइट? जिसके पास अभी एक्सेस नहीं है वो इन चीजों को अपनी विकिपीडिया से इजीली आप कवर कर सकते हो. Now let's come back. Let's move ahead with this another question here. Albert Camus, in his essay *The Myth of Sisyphus*, conveys which of the following are features of the absurd theater. Okay, this should not be in here. Actual question आपका यहाँ से शुरू होता है. ठीक है, ये पहले के स्लाइड का यहाँ पे आई थिंक पेस्ट हुआ था ये एक एलिमेंट. So, which of the following are features of the theater of absurd? Emphasis on the central role of God in the universe. Do you really think? No. Presentation of futile action devoid of any goal. Exactly, this is what we have in the theater of absurd. Portrayal of situations that point to the meaningfulness of life. Meaningfulness. Do you really think there is a meaningfulness or meaninglessness? So this is incorrect. Lacking in conflict and dramatic tension. Presenting players in stasis or drift without definite role. They are stasis, they are stuck, they are not moving ahead. This is something we have there, right? So B and E are the correct one. Are the is answer here. So these are the features of the absurd theater, right? Now let's move to the another question. Given below are two statements labeled as assertion and the another as a reason. So assertion is a fact, एक comment होता है आपकी एक statement है, and reason explains that statement. It supports it. It says that because of this reason that this thing has happened, which is mentioned in the statement. So here the assertion is in the absurd plays of Pinter and Beckett, lack of communication seems to be a predominant theme. आपके जो absurd plays हैं Beckett के and Harold Pinter के, दोनों के इनके plays बहुत important है, right? एक जब आप preparation करते हो ना, जितने भी major authors हैं, reading their works are very important and this is what you're going to do, ठीक है? ये complete एक चीज यहाँ पे cover होने वाली है and I'll also be uploading it on my another channel, right? जहाँ पे मैं चाहता हूँ कि entirely आपका exam का ही content हो. My professor note उसका link है, I'll give it below in the description box as well. So this is what the assertion says here कि lack of communication seems to be the predominant theme. Main theme क्या है? Lack of communication है. क्यों ऐसा? Existential philosophy had a tremendous influence on the dramatists of this period. Who are these dramatists? Pinter and Beckett. Do you think has this philosophy, the influence on both of these playwrights? It's true, right? So that's true. The reason is true here. Nihilism and the meaninglessness of life taking a front seat. That's what has happened after the World War II, right? So reason is uh, right, and because of this, we can say that the lack of communication has become a predominant theme in it. So your assertion is accurate, your reason is right, and the explanation is also correct. So we will go with the A here. So A is the right answer. आपको समझ आया होगा, ठीक है? ये पूरा टर्म, ये मूवमेंट और एज अ फिलोसॉफिकल कॉन्सेप्ट भी, ठीक है? हमने एक एग्जाम के पर्सपेक्टिव से जिस तरह से चीजें पूछी जाती हैं हमने उतना कवर किया, एंड अगर हमें किसी चीज के डेप्थ में जाना हो, सो वी कैन इवन दो डिस्कस दिस थिंग फॉर अ एंटायर डे. आई थिंक जितना शॉर्ट हमारा कंटेंट रहेगा आप लोगों को भी उतना इंगेजिंग लगेगा. ओ माय गॉड, इट वेंट अप टू 23 minutes. आई नेवर थॉट. Okay, so we'll see you soon in the another video. So till then time, you keep learning, keep watching my professor note, and here this is our series. We will continue from A to Z. We'll see you again in my next video. So all the best, and do mention these answers of the question which I had asked you.